Hello, sir. I welcome you to another chapter of Thoughts on Education by Collegedunia, India's largest student review platform. Today, I'm honored to host Mr. Pradeep, founder Digital Vidya. We are very excited to hear your thoughts and experience today. So, before starting the interview, I would like to have a quick introduction for our viewers. Please, sir.
Sure. Thank you for first, thank you for inviting me to the platform. And hi, everyone. So let me begin by our journey at Digital Vidya. So we actually started our journey into digital marketing in the year 2000 when we started our first venture by the name WizLab Software, which is into online education, but more into IT certification preparation. In that venture, 20 years ago, we accidentally learned the art of digital marketing. When everything else we were trying to sell our first product failed, one fine day to our office, we found that someone had bought our product from US at almost 5 times the price we were trying so hard to sell India happened. We saw a light at the end of the tunnel. So since then, we were using digital marketing for us. We could grow that business really fast, almost everything international, which was kind of unheard of in those years. And thankfully, that business is doing well, still exists today, and still uses digital marketing mostly, and still does majority of the business outside India. Now, until 2009, we were sharing our experience and expertise with other professionals, our batchmates, fellow entrepreneurs, more informally, or maybe by speaking at conferences. And a friend of ours suggested that if we could do something formally, others would be greatly benefited out of our experience. That's how the idea of Digital Vidya came into existence. So in 2009, I, along with my partner and co-founder Kapil, started Digital Vidya more as a social media marketing workshop company, because social media was a buzzword then. Facebook had just started to gain traction in India. So we thought, we can share our passion in a more formal way. And we started with that. And I think within 2 years, we moved from 2-day social media marketing workshop to an extensive digital marketing course. And then we partnered with a lot of other industry leaders to strengthen the value of that program, which is now one of the most looked after programs in India. So that's how we started Digital Vidya. It's over 12 years now, and it's been a great journey for us, sharing our experience with others who could benefit from that. Now, of course, I'll be sharing more about this journey as we proceed.
That's great, sir. So, like you just told us when Digital Vidya started, from where did you get this idea? I want to know about your journey in these, 20 years, or as being a founder of Digital Vidya. What has been your experience?
Sure. So last 20 years, I think there are some common threads when I look at my journey in professional world. I think education has been there across all these 20 years, and it's online. So online education is a area which we have been into since 20 years, because both the ventures are into largely online education. Then digital marketing is something which we were using and for WizLabs, but now as a primary service at Digital Vidya, and being an entrepreneur. So I think online education entrepreneur, knowing digital marketing or passionate about digital marketing, that is what would define these 20 years. Having said that, I think it has been a great journey to be able to share our passion, being able to make real difference in the careers of students, professionals, in a lot of organizations we have worked with to help them grow, and that gives us a real satisfaction. And in this journey at Digital Vidya and at WizLabs, the number of people who have associated with us, our partners and our customers, I think it has been very fulfilling to see everyone growing and doing really well. and the timings now looks even better for education, for digital marketing, for online education,
Right.
and we are looking forward to this.
That's great, sir. So, like you just told me, that you started this idea when Facebook was just coming to India, and find the need for digital marketing education. So, what were the key factors that motivated you to join this industry? Or
Okay,
yeah,
sure. So as I shared, we were sharing our experience in digital marketing informally. The key factor was when our friend suggested that why can't you do it formally? There are
right,
millions of people who would be benefited if we do it formally. But honestly, we never thought that it will take a shape of a business in itself. We thought of sharing more out of a passion. So we were doing workshops. Kapil and I used to travel initially across India. So we would be in 1 week in Delhi, then Pune, then Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad. So we were doing that, and but as we started doing, we realized that I think the need is really bigger than what we had thought, and this medium is evolving very fast. So it's not just social media. While social media was a buzzword, the real need for businesses who want to make a difference in their growth, or for students and professionals who want to make a career shift or starting a rewarding career, it was very much what was very much needed was the the real practical knowledge and understanding of digital marketing. So that's how while we started as a social media marketing workshop provider, we graduated to a digital marketing, and then we moved on to other areas I'll be sharing.
oh, that's great. So, like you just mentioned, you formed an informal workshop to formal education of digital marketing. So, how does the curriculum and digital Vidya ensure the best development of a student, which makes them ready for the corporate journey or the higher education?
Sure. So while I'm going to talk great about us, but I'll share honestly what makes the program at Digital Vidya really valuable. So I think the biggest reason we are able to make real difference in the industry is because of the experience of the leadership team here in the industry. So it's been 20 years we've been using digital marketing for us. So first we are a user of this medium, and we've been able to successfully use it for us, so that gives us the confidence that what we are going to share is going to be relevant and what would be needed at the time of delivery. So that's the biggest thing. So now, based on that, we designed a curriculum which is what is needed in the industry. So by curriculum, I mean there are multiple kinds of programs we do. One is we do programs for professionals or students who want to either get into digital marketing to start their career, or who want to shift to digital marketing to grow their career. So in both the cases, what's latest, and more than what's latest, delivering them in a very, very practical manner. So I think almost 50% of our program is designed to have hands-on experience. So while a lot of people think that it's online, it could be recorded, it's one way, actually it's not. It's really, I think, much more valuable than even offline, and I'll be sharing why is that. But I think the real value our participants get is they don't just get information or knowledge of digital marketing, they get practical hands-on experience to build the skill which they can use to start or grow their career, or when it comes to entrepreneurs or business owner, grow their business. So we do a lot of corporate trainings. We've worked with over 300 organizations, almost small to large brands in every vertical. So we work with their leadership team, their marketing team, with their sales team as well, with their CXO teams, and help them as well acquire these skills to, grow their organization using digital marketing.
Okay, that's great. So how students get hands-on experience through this course? Do you provide internship or some live projects?
Sure, great question. So one, we have for every course which runs over 4 to 8 months, depending upon the mode people choose, they are being trained by almost 10 practitioners.
Oh, that's great.
So there is not one trainer who takes the course for everyone. For every specialized area, we have a specialized expert. And by expert, I mean someone who is practicing that area day in, day out at that point in time.
Okay.
So all of our trainers who lead our programs are people who either run their own business or who are working as a digital marketer in their respective areas. So given they are the ones who take the course, they impart learning and knowledge which is relevant and what is going latest in the industry. Now, the way we have designed this program is every module has a series of practical assignments or projects.
Okay.
Some of them are short assignments, some of them are extensive large projects. Now, these projects include creating a live account on Google AdWords or on Facebook ads, using real tools, create live campaigns. Of course, they don't do it for someone else. They do it in an environment where they there is no risk of doing something wrong, and that gives them the freedom and flexibility to experiment. But they do it live. So they use live tools, they use live platforms, they use live, they see the results. And at the same time, there are internship opportunities from the companies who reach out to us. They do that as well to complement their learning. But even without internship, being in our program for 4 to 8 months, they spend a lot of time in putting their learning into practice by these live assignments, experiments to projects.
Oh, that's great. So, sir, you mentioned you work with corporates, you train them, or you work with organization. So, like students of UG, EG can also join this course who just want to take this for knowledge or want to venture into new job.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sure. So one is when we work with corporates, those programs could be completely customized.
Okay.
Right? So, in corporates, the programs, depending upon who the audience is, what is their objective? Like there are a lot of business leaders. We have worked with the CXOs of large organizations they are not going to do everything or maybe most of the thing hands-on. Their idea is to get a broad view, get some of their hands-on experience, but more to ensure that their organization is ready, they have right teams. So we have done CXO trainings as well. Now they could be short, crisp, very, very well defined, to a long-term program for a corporate as well. For example, a large FMCG company wants to have their entire marketing team, content team, customer care team be skilled in using digital marketing. We have created a customized program delivered over a few months to ensure that they are not just learning it, they are using it and producing results while the program is happening.
So, last 1 year has been challenging for all of us. So can you share some challenge that you faced in last 1 year during the COVID in terms of student side, from your organization side? Can you share some challenges and
Okay, sure. So it was January 2020. We had made a big decision of taking over Delhi School of Internet Marketing.
Oh,
which is, our, or I would say, second largest player in the industry.
Okay.
And they had over 15 centers across India. So we had thought of getting into a hybrid mode. While we knew that online is going to stay, we would want to, expand that, but we thought of, making it more hybrid. So we had taken that step of taking over them. January, we did that. And March, COVID happened, lockdown happened. So we waited, but I think after waiting for a couple of months, we had to let go of all the centers. We had to let go of number of people who were part of their team who had joined us. We had let go of a lot of investment we had done in that. So it was very, very tough for all. And it took us some time to ensure that, people have progressed. We ensured that our team remained intact. We demanded from our internal team to, work even harder. So I think it was really a collaborative effort from all of us, thanks to especially to our teams who did a phenomenal job in bringing us back after probably, I think, towards September, October. But good thing which happened out of this or blessing in disguise was that the acceptance of online education only expanded.
Right.
So our earlier vision of going deeper, expanding in online format got reinforced. And while we continue to leverage the brand Delhi School of Internet Marketing had built over a period of time, some of the people who are still part of our team, their strength in the content curriculum. So we have leveraged all of that, but we don't plan to get into offline mode. And thankfully now I think our participants, our students are more, more interested, and many of them actually are genuinely having only that as only offer or only option to learn in an online format. And interestingly, our corporate trainings, which were predominantly offline, because corporates wanted to be, having the trainings done in their organization, I think, that has also completely moved to online. So we work with a lot of corporates. We actually work with a lot of partners as well. We work very closely with Facebook. We work closely with Google. And now all of these trainings are happening online. So I would say initial phase was very tough, but we came out of that, and this, it's turned out to be in the advantage of everyone, the entire ecosystem, I would say.
That's interesting.
And we see that continuing in an accelerated way.
Well, that's interesting. So one more question, what's your vision for digital Vidya for the coming years? Are you planning to launch new verticals on new courses or expand to new TG?
Okay, great question. And actually, that's a question we are currently answering for ourselves. So right now we are already, while I would say still largely focusing on digital marketing, but data science education is an area we had ventured into a couple of years ago, which is doing good. So I think other than digital marketing are already into data science. Now, whether more areas or not, which is not clear. What is very clear is we will further deepen our offerings in digital marketing and data science education space. And by deepening, I mean, looking at strengthening the employment side.
Okay, that's great.
What more can we do? Internships. Likewise, partnering with the academic, credible academic to offer joint certificate. This month announced program in association with an international university. So that's going to be a premium program in digital marketing. So likewise, usage of making it even more hands-on, more practical, so that credentials and learning opportunities, that's going to happen. And we may get into more areas, but honestly, I don't see that happening over next 1 to 2 quarters, but don't know beyond that.
Okay, that's great. So one last question, an important question. So closing the session, I want to, your reviews and your advice that you want to give to our audience when they start their digital marketing agency or when a student wants to enter into this sector. Any advice for them? Any suggestions?
Sure. Great question. So one, I think people need to understand that digital marketing, end of the day, is marketing.
Right.
A lot of people get confused with digital marketing as a technology. While it uses technology, it's still marketing.
Right.
And fundamentally, what marketing is to be able to understand who your audience is, what are their pain areas. I think the foundation or the basics of marketing remain very, very important, whether you're doing digital or not.
Yeah.
So that interest towards marketing or the bent towards marketing, be able to visualize who your customer is, what could be their pain areas, what would they be interested in, are very, very important. That's one. Second, the entry barrier is very low. All of us are users of this industry. So all of us as a user know a lot about this medium. Now we can brag about, all of us can brag about us knowing digital media as a user, or because of so much information which is around. But I think that won't make a real difference. What would make a real difference is the hands-on, when you get your hands dirty on this medium. By that I mean, anyone who wants to learn digital marketing, make sure that you spend your time, money, effort in learning it hands-on. You want to learn Google AdWords, spend 500 rupees, get that experience hands-on. Nothing is more valuable than that.
Right.
Likewise, you want to learn email marketing, use relevant tools. And the good part is, whether you learn through a certification program like ours in a structured format or yourself, it can be done. So get your hands dirty, and that would be the real skill building versus knowledge building for anyone who wants to start or grow their career in digital marketing. That's my advice.
Thank you, sir. That's a very wonderful advice for students and who wants to join corporates or professionals. So thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you here. So hopefully we'll connect again.